Hello dear students, welcome to the online education of class 6 science. Dear students, in the previous class we have started the exercise part of the lesson motion and measurement of things, objects. Okay, so dear students, let us continue the remaining part of the lesson in today's class. Okay, so let us see the question number 5. The height of a person is 1.65 meter. So express it into centimeter and millimeter. So it's quite simple here. So the height of a person is given in meters. So you have to express that given height of a person in meters to centimeter and millimeter. So for that, let's see the solution. So first, we already know that 1 meter is always equal to 100 centimeter and 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter and same 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter. So that's why 1.65 meter we have to multiply that 1.65 to meter to convert into centimeter. We have to multiply 1.65 with 100. So that is nothing but the decimal point will shift to the right of 2 digits right. So hence it becomes 165 centimeter. Okay, so this is the height of a person in centimeters, and to express in millimeters you have to again multiply 1.65 meter with 1000, because 1 meter equal to 1000 millimeters. That's why 1.65 multiply with 1000. So point will shift how many digits? So total 2 digits, 3 digits. So hence, so you have to, after 65 you have to add one more zero. So after 3 digits the point will be shifted to the right side. So hence 1.65 into 1000 equal to 1650 millimeter. Okay, so this is how you have to solve this question. So let's go for the question number 6. The distance between Radha's home and her school is 3250 meter. Express this distance into kilometer. Okay, so here the distance between the Radha school and home is given in terms of meters. So you have to express this distance into kilometer. So what you need to do is, we know that already 1 meter equal to 1 part out of 1000, 1 part out of 1000 kilometers. Okay, so you have to express the meter into kilometers, means it is 1 part out of 1000. So that's why 3250 meter you have to express in terms of kilometers. That's why 3250 meter equal to 1 by 3250 by 1000. Okay, so 3250 should come in the numerator and divided by 1000 is remains the same. So hence, so the point will shift 3 digit to the left. So 3.250 kilometer or 3.25 kilometer is the distance expressed in kilometers, from meters to kilometers. So let's see the question number 7. That's quite simple. So while measuring the length of a knitting needle, okay, length of the knitting needle is going to be measured. So while measuring, what happens here, the reading of the scale at one end is 3.0 centimeter or 3 centimeter, and at the other end it is 33.1 centimeter. Means in the beginning the part of the scale has been broken, so you started measuring from 3 centimeter. Okay, so it is in the beginning. So at the other end it is 33.1 centimeter. So what is the length of the measuring, length of the needle, you have to calculate. So for that already you know that. So what you need to do is, you have to measure to find the length of the needle, you have to subtract the length of the other end from the length from which you started. So 33.1 centimeter minus 3.0 centimeter, that is nothing but 30.1 centimeter is the length of the needle. So let's go for the question number 8. Write the similarities and differences between the motion of a cycle and ceiling fan that has been switched on. See, when you switch on the ceiling fan, which starts rotating, right? So when the bicycle is made to move, so motion of a bicycle, so when both are taking place, so what are the similarities between them and what are the differences between them, you have to write the answer. So what is the similarity, what is the same or common in both the things? So bicycle also shows the circular motion, whereas the ceiling fan also shows the circular motion. So what's the difference between them? bicycle shows a rectilinear motion. See, when the bicycle starts moving, so with the circular motion, it also shows the rectilinear motion. It starts moving in a straight direction, rectilinear motion. Whereas ceiling fan cannot show the rectilinear motion. It will be at a constant place, so it will show the fan does not show the rectilinear motion. That will be the difference between them. So let's go for the question number 9. What's that? Let's see. Why could you not use an elastic measuring tape to measure the distance? So what would be some of the problems you would meet in telling someone about a distance you measured with an elastic tape? Okay, so we all have seen the tailors and the cloth merchants have been using the tape which is made of cloth. Okay, so why could you not use the elastic tape, measuring tape, for measuring the distances? So what would, suppose if you use, what would be the problems that you would face in telling somebody the length of the given object, so that you measured with elastic tape? So what would be the problem? It's quite simple here. You know that elastic is nothing but it is flexible. So since the tape is flexible or stretchable, so it will show the same measurements for different lengths. For different lengths it will show the same measurements. Okay, so therefore we cannot use it as a measuring purpose, as a measuring tape. So while measuring a distance, we need to tell someone how much tape has been stretched, which is difficult to measure. So how much we have stretched to, which is difficult to measure, so that we need to tell. So hence it leads to incorrect measurement. So that's why we cannot use the tape which is made of elastic, because it is stretchable. So that's why it shows the different length for different objects. Last question number 10 is here. Give 2 examples of periodic motion. So you need to give any 2 examples for periodic motion. So answers are here. So rotation of the earth. See, the earth rotation, it's a constant process. Periodically it is taking place. There is no rest at all. It keeps on moving. So it's an example for periodic motion. And pendulum, simple pendulum, so it's an example for periodic motion. It keeps moving. So pendulum of the clock, so is an example for periodic motion. Then vibrating wire of guitar, bell. Okay, so these are all the examples for periodic motion. So dear students, I hope you have understood these all question answers, and you have gone through all the solved problems. And any doubts, you can drop a message to me in the WhatsApp. So I hope you are very much clear about the exercise part of this lesson, and let us continue the next lesson, the new lesson, from tomorrow. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.